Tony Strong here for Williamssound, here today to talk about the DigiWave simultaneous interpretation system for multiple languages. DigiWave is portable, no base station, lightweight, and expandable and programmable so that you can customize it for just your application. The DigiWave system can work for you whether you're in a school auditorium, whether you're in a hotel ballroom, or whether or not you just need one language interpreted from a simultaneous webcast that might be happening in your corporate office. DigiWave comes in a box and can be used in many different applications. Let's talk about a few of those now. The DigiWave system is made up of the DLT transceiver used by your main speaker and your interpreters. And then your audience can use the DLR50 listen-only digital receiver to scan back and forth between the multiple languages or hit channel 0 for the floor language. This way you can do simultaneous interpretation whether you have a sound system, whether you're using an installed PA or a main auditorium broadcast system. DigiWave is just right for your simultaneous application. Let's talk about a couple of different ways that we can set DigiWave up to work just for you. So your interpretation kit just arrived? Let's look at how you use it. After you identify which one's the master, usually identified by either a sticker or this handy gray silicone case used for additional protection of your DigiWave system, and also the case contains an add-on lanyard so that your main speaker can wear it just right around their neck. Using the onboard omnidirectional microphone, you might not even need to hook up to a sound system. Once you've identified which one's the master, that one usually is used by your main speaker. Then you identify which DLT is going to be used by your interpreters. After we have this system configured the way that we like, you usually never have to touch it again. Simple, easy, portable, and great for any event that you might have at your facility. Now, let's look at several different options for your main floor presenter. We use the term floor because that's usually the language that is spoken from the podium. You might have a presenter that either A, doesn't want to wear any kind of a headset microphone, B, doesn't have any kind of a lav microphone, or C, just prefers to use no microphone at all and wants to use only the microphone provided from your PA sound system at the podium. We'll cover all those options today. Right now, I'm actually producing sound to you using a DigiWave DLT system. So the audio that you're going to hear is going to represent these different style of microphones. If I have my lav mic plugged in, this unit just sits in my speaker's pocket. If I unplug my lav microphone, now my onboard microphone from the bottom of the unit is live and active. Let's take a look at how that looks on a main speaker. Here I am wearing my DigiWave Sound Field Master system. Now I've just changed microphones, and so now I'm actually broadcasting with this little guy. So I don't need an installed mic, I don't need a lav mic or a podium mic. DigiWave this way can also be hooked into your PA system. We'll look at that in a second. Now let's look at some additional main speaker presenter options for your DigiWave simultaneous interpretation system. Pretending that my speaker doesn't want to have the freedom to move around or doesn't want to use a lav mic, you actually can plug DigiWave directly into any podium mic that you have in your system. It goes like this. I've unplugged my lav mic that I'm wearing here, so now this microphone is not even in use at all, and now I'm only transmitting to you using this shotgun microphone. So now this system can sit independent of your speaker, and your speaker is free to be as expressive as they want to be. So let's look at another option for your event. Pretend you're in a hotel ballroom using an installed PA sound system for a much larger audience. My DLT does not need to reside here at the podium with the speaker. My DLT actually can reside in the back by the installed sound system right from the rack. Using the accompanied XLR WCA093 cable from Williamssound, this can take my DigiWave plugged directly into a rack, now into my DLT transmitter, sending a wireless feed directly to all my interpreters. Now whatever goes through the sound system, whether it be video or your speaker, is picked up by your interpreters completely wirelessly. Now let's look at options for your interpreters, whether they're in the same room, whether they're in a soundproof booth, or whether or not they're maybe just on the other side of the glass. DigiWave simultaneous interpretation system can work for them too. There are a number of different headset style of options that you can use. Whether your interpreters want to use the 44.2p included in your interpreter kit, this is a headset with a microphone. This just plugs directly into the two jacks and the DLT resides right with the speaker. If they need more sound separation from the environment, we also have the microphone 068, which is a 20 dB noise reduction headphone that will isolate the sound directly to the interpreter's ears so that they can hear the best sound to give the best, most concentrated and exact language interpretation. Now let's look at your audience options. Whether you have an installed sound system or you're just using DigiWave to provide audio, your audience gets everything they need from their DLR50 digital listening receiver. Using any style of earbud or headphone or earphone, 3.5 mini input jack accommodates many different options. This kit comes with the Ear 22 surround ear speaker, which is sanitizable, and a lot of people like it because it's easy to use in multiple venues. The DLR50 digital listening receiver picks up any of your DigiWave broadcast channels, whether you're listening to channel 0, which would provide a feed from the actual floor speaker. This covers your ADA requirements or your assistive listening needs for your event. Or you can set it to pick up any of the interpreters, channel 1 for Spanish, channel 2 for Mandarin, channel 3 for French, channel 4 for Russian, and so on, all the way up to 14 languages. The user has access controls here, volume up and down, and channel left and right, so that they can get the clear visual digital channel that they know that they want to tune to. The DLR50 also comes with convenient and quick to change AAA batteries. So for hundreds of receivers in your event, you can get the batteries changed in an hour for the next group that comes through. The DLR50 is a great way for your audience to participate in your simultaneous language event. So there you have it. Your DigiWave simultaneous interpretation system comes to you in a box. Quick and easy to set up, very little tech time. It's portable, it's programmable, it's scalable. You can add to it over time, or you can split your set into separate parts and use them both at the same time. The DigiWave comes with everything that you see here. We've covered our DigiWave Master DLT. We've covered our DLTs for our interpreters, settable to a different outbound frequency so that people can hear a separate language on a channel. We've covered our DLR50 digital listening receiver that can use multiple different kinds of headsets and scan to any of the broadcast channels. We've covered different styles of microphones, whether I need a podium style microphone, whether my speaker will use a headset microphone, or whether my speaker needs a lav-worn microphone. We've covered our interpreter options, whether they use the accompanying 44.2p single headset mic, or whether or not they need sound isolation headphones, the microphone 068. And everything again comes in a box. You can take this on a plane. I take mine with me to every state in the nation. DigiWave is portable, it's scalable, and it's flexible, and it can help you provide the simultaneous interpretation to get your message across. I'm Tony Strong for Williamssound, here today for DigiWave.